Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Ipswich. This is turning out to be one of the most difficult saves I've ever done. And the crazy thing about this, I was just looking through the schedule, is that this looks like we've been doing well, but it's actually, it's kind of like a false dawn because everything in the Premier League was either a draw or a defeat. Whereas in Europe, we were just spanking everybody 7-3, 4-1, 3-0. 7-1. It doesn't make any sense to me. We even have reached the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and it really doesn't make any sense to me. We will be playing Manchester United in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, but can't buy a point in the Premier League, and as a result, we're stuck here in 16th. We only have 17 points. And we are away at Liverpool next. And I'm not expecting too many points from this game. Looking at the schedule, today we'll have Liverpool, and then Arsenal, and then maybe a bit of relief with Bristol City. We did spank Bristol City earlier in the season, 7-1. I'm not quite sure we'll do that again. But we are. Hey, Neil, good to see you. I was wondering, Neil, I have a question for you because I haven't been in the Discord for a while. I've been so busy with the Villa save. A question for you. Like, across both my saves, Sunderland and Ipswich, since I installed version 1.4, I am not seeing any goals scored. I have played 4 games in the leagues, surprisingly, with Sunderland, and in those 4 games I've scored 1 goal. Is there like something going on? Is there something going on, Neil, with the amount of goals being scored? Is it something to do with decisions that are being made by the forwards? I don't know, but 3 out of 4 games blanking, and only 1 in the other one. I'm starting to wonder. Talking of goals, transfers, we have this guy Usman Diamonde coming in. We're getting towards the transfer window. He's going to come in. He's the replacement for Scott McKenna, who I'm trying to sell. There is some interest around Scott McKenna. Of course, you will remember I left him out of my Premier League squad in the summer. He's got upset, wants to be sold. There is some interest in him. Bournemouth, Leeds, Sheffield United, Celtic. What I worry about is the price might price them out, but in 2 of them, he would make a very good fit for the squad. 3 of them, though, only want a loan. I'm only interested in selling him. Rumoured interest in Saudi, but nothing firm at the moment. But so there is interest. I'm also thinking of selling Joan Lu. He's unhappy, wants to leave. We're trying to sell him. We can't sell him. I think at 30 million, the price is too high. And then I will be short at right back, and so looking at players that are available to me at this moment in time, there is a right back available, Mingueze, who looks a half decent wing back. He probably will be a decent Premier League player. He's unlikely to improve, but he will do, I think, a decent job. His decision's only 12 again. So I am wondering if that really has been affected in terms of the new FM tweak 1.4. We shall see. So he's someone that's on my radar. And then I'm still looking for a DM, but we have come across Guano Siamone, who is a striker. He's a pressing forward. He's valued at 1.9 million. I think they're desperate to sell him. He looks okay. He's got a bit of pace, acceleration more than pace, and his off the ball isn't bad. Concentration is good, which I like, and then he's brave. So he's quite aggressive. and his work rate is pretty good. So he would be a good fit for this team. That would allow the two youngsters to play on the wing this season. He could play share up top with Morstat. And I need to teach Morstat how to try to beat the offside trap. We'd have to play him as a pressing forward. That's what he wants to play as. So there's a couple of people that I'm looking at, a couple of players I'm looking at. Midfield is always going to be an issue. He's not what I'm looking for. He's a winger more than a midfielder, but he would be a good deep line playmaker, sitting at the base of the midfield. As we're now playing in a 4-3-3, I think he's better than what we've got. Scott could go further up, so he might be a decent signing. So if we can sell McKenna and Juanlu, it will bring money in to the tune of around 40 to 50 million. That will give us some money to play with. I did say that I didn't want to make signings, but I have to replace players. Diamonde's coming in simply to replace McKenna. If McKenna doesn't go, then we still don't have to worry. We've paid for him, so we don't have to worry. Hey, James, how you doing? He's a wonderful one. He's a wonder kid, Diamonde. Okay, we spotted him in the summer window, I think a year and a half ago now. And we've been thinking about signing him for a while. So we finally got that one. He's agreed to come. He's joining us on the 1st of January. So we have to go and play Liverpool now. I looked at Liverpool. If I'd had more time, I would have gone into the data hub. I would have just gone through every single player. I would have gone through form. I'd have gone through all sorts of stuff. But I just simply don't have time. What with now doing the Villa save, which I'm really enjoying actually, because that was how I used to play Football Manager. And it's good because any mistakes that happen, they're my mistakes. And I'm still trying to sort some issues out in that. And I spent a lot of the morning this morning trying to solve those issues. I think we've got there now. So I love doing that. It's not just about playing matches for me and graphics at high speed and what have you. It's more about how you're setting up and how you would intend to stop the opposition. The only thing I can think of with Liverpool is to play down the flanks. They're going to have Trent high up the pitch and they might leave space on the flanks. Play with a standard passing directness and a standard tempo. Play for set pieces, dribble less, be more disciplined, and I want them to regroup rather than counter press. There's no point in trying to counter press Liverpool, and then counter attack. But we're not going to do it too quickly. We're going to wait until the time is right. And then the only thing I can think of is what I did for Villa against Newcastle, and that's to go into a low block with a lower line of engagement. I'm not going to trigger press them very much. They're just going to run past us. We need to stay on our feet because of their dribbling, their balance, their agility, their acceleration is so good. And because it's a lower line, I probably will ask them. Actually, no, I'm not going to, at the beginning, ask them to step up more. We have 3 in midfield. We have a good block there, I think. So it's all down to the gods, this one. I've done, I think, in the time available, what I could do. And I'm going to go through the opposition instructions myself. Push higher up? No, I don't think so. Not with the pace that they have in that team. And I'm not sure I want to play Boselli as an inverted fullback. But if I do have a fullback that's going missing, I do like the idea of them shifting across. So I'm also playing a Carolero on this side to try and fill in that space if he does go missing. Good evening, Pedro. Good to see you. We got Neil in here as well. We did it. I would prefer by winning. But yeah, indeed, James. It was a strange old Andy. Good to see you, my friend. It was a strange old final day of the season. I'm hoping this is going to be a strange old day in the Premier League for me, and hopefully, I mean, I want to close my eyes. I think because this is going to be a big, big drubbing. I think Liverpool are in form. They have drawn 2 of their last 8 games. That was against Tottenham, I think, and Arsenal. So I don't know. It's going to be a very tough game. And if we get even a 4-0 defeat, I'll be perfectly happy, I think. Trent, what do we do with Trent? Oh, boy. Not really much we can do. There's really, really not much we can do with Trent. He's such a good player. He's very strong. He's a good tackler. He's good on both feet. There's really not much I can do with him. And Joe Gomez, also very, very good player, but he has a weak left foot, so turning him onto his left foot will be an advantage. I don't think I'm going to do much with McAllister, except turn him onto his left foot again. I wonder how many players will end up turning onto their left foot. We're going to turn João Gomez onto his left foot as well. Is this a repeat of Newcastle? And then, no, he has a strong right foot. So I'm probably not going to do much at all about him. He's just too good a player. Luis Diaz, plenty of pace. No point in getting too tight to him. And I want to try and move him outside, though. I think that's the plan for him. He's a very good crosser of the ball. But hopefully our central defence will deal with that. So I think I'm just going to move him to the right hand side. Luis Diaz is playing on the right. And then the other one, he needs a hard tackle, and we'll send him out to the opposite wing. Because I'm playing with a lower line, I want to make sure that they go outside. So he needs a hard tackle, because his strength, he's not very strong. And then Xerxes, what do we do with Xerxes? He's a good player in FM. I just think we'll probably leave him alone for now. There's not really much I can do with Xerxes. And certainly we don't have the players to be able to deal with those kind of attributes. In terms of my selection, I've decided to go with Bajcetic. Bajcetic has been playing very well, filling in at centre-back, and I think he deserves a call against his former club. And I think that might be something that works for us, because we're either going to get that headline, Bajcetic has a good return to his old club, or he has a bad return. Depends what mood FM is in. I'm not going to say I want you to pick up where you left off last time. I'm going to say we've got nothing to lose here. And we have got nothing to lose. I'm playing Morstat up front for now, because I think he probably deserves to be the starter, but no other reason than that. And I'm basically, apart from that, I'm just hoping that Liverpool have a bad day and that we have a good day. So here we go, and send him to Madrid. Thank you, Bobby. That's very kind of you. It's a strange pairing. And normally I'd probably have a centre mid on attack and a Mazzala, but I don't really think, given that I'm playing with a low block and a very low defensive line, I don't really think that I want to be pushing too many players forward. I don't know how it's going to work. It's just everything you do is a gamble. I almost sneaked in the near post there. So we've made a decent start. Anyway, can we end the match here, referee? That'll do for me. And Send him to Madrid. God, go and give their man. I don't know who's managing Liverpool at the moment. Go and give him a call and say, "Oi, send him to Madrid." But we've actually started better than Liverpool, which is very strange. And Liverpool hopefully are going to have an off day in front of their home fans. And I wonder if this is the right call to play Badgertic. He's not as good as Boselli, but Boselli's still in the side playing as the inverted fullback. But I just think his form has been, it warrants selection, and it is his old club, so why not? A goal must be a tactical as goals are slightly higher now. Oh, that's interesting. Or it could be that both teams have just got dreadful forwards. That's what it could be as well. I wish my goalkeeper would stop carrying it over the line. I wish the opposition goalkeeper would stop doing that as well. It's not necessary. We don't need to give corners away. We're in enough trouble as it is. And Liverpool are obviously going to come back into the game now. But we've gone 15 minutes without a goal, and that impresses me. As long as we stay disciplined, stay in shape, we've got enough bodies back there. And hopefully, with the bodies that we do have in there, there's one or two players that we might want to keep an eye on, such as Kravas, that Kraft cheese guy, because they certainly don't want too many shots from the edge of the penalty area. Because it's not a weakness, long shots, it's not a strength, but I don't think it's a weakness. And I don't think we can be allowing them too much space on the edge of the box. So something to keep an eye on. But at the moment, it's a fairly even contest, I would say. Our XG is a little bit worse, a lot worse. But I would expect that. Oh, who'd be a football manager, eh? But at the moment, we're holding our own. Holding our own water, holding our own what? I think you were offside there, Grimback. Yeah. But this is pretty decent. They are attacking us. Oh, Morstad has got himself injured now, has he? So all I need is another injury. Now maybe I will have to bring that striker in. He doesn't look well, does he? So I think we might have to bring him off. He's waving his arms in pain there. And does this glitch mixing up my... So I have Winkler on the bench. Is it your day, Winkler? Are you going to put in a performance, a 5-star performance? And so far, so good. I think we should have a free kick for that, at least, referee. But not to worry. You ever got 3 defenders? Yeah, I have. At Coritiba in Brazil, I played with a 3 at the back, which worked particularly effectively. It was a very, very good system. I think I used it in Japan as well. And I think I played with the 3 at the back when I first arrived at Newcastle in the Journeyman, before switching to a 4 at the back in the second season. So I think we've had I called it the Wonder Wingbacks, because the wingbacks were just unstoppable. So I have used 3 at the back quite successfully. Well done to the boys so far. You've got halfway through the first half and haven't conceded. I might have to praise them in a minute, because this is outrageous. Just like this, we're just sitting in a low block. We are just regrouping, sitting in a low block and telling Liverpool score if you can. And they probably can. But we're just also hoping that they have an off day. The lower line is simply because I don't want them going outside. And I want my fullbacks to just track them outside, which is why they are on closing down less often, because they should just allow them to go outside into the corners. And yeah, I don't want people shooting. That's Luis Diaz. So there's a couple of players, such as Luis Diaz, the two wingers. If I say close them down, though, then that means that my fullbacks are going to be closing them down. I don't really want to. I would prefer, actually, that it was the midfielders who... So I'm not going to actually do anything with that at the moment. The game is going well. Basically, no opportunities. Liverpool have had 4. And I'm guessing at some point this block is not going to hold out. There's no way. I'm noticing that João Neves might be controlling things in midfield. For Liverpool, he's a very, very good player, isn't he? And I think Stankovic is having a good game as well. So João Neves is someone we perhaps should be doing something about. What? I don't know. I don't want to get too close to him. And I'm looking at his mentals. There's no way I want to get too close to him, so I'm actually not going to at this point in time. I might have a look at if I've got someone who can track him and close him down, etc. in midfield. But at the moment, as a team, I don't want us getting out of shape too much. I want us to stay in this shape. Be compact, keep bodies in front or behind the ball, and just do our best to keep them out. I could up the trigger press, and that's an option to me, especially as Liverpool fade in the second half. I have been told by my scout how reliable his information is. I don't know. But it might be to just up the trigger press a tad to try and stop those shots from the edge of the box. I'm just concerned that if we are trigger pressing too often, that they will get... Oh, it doesn't matter now. They will get behind us, as they did, and go and score. But it's taken them 37 minutes to do it. But there we go. It was bound to happen. There's no way we are defensively good enough to sit in this block and just keep them out. I'm not going to do anything. We're still in the game as such, I guess. They actually haven't done badly up to now. I was expecting to be 3-0 down at this point, but they haven't actually done badly. Atom hasn't had the best game, which is kind of surprising. I was expecting Badgetic to be the worst of the two, but I think they're both about the same, aren't they? And it could be that the line is slightly out of shape, but I'm not seeing all of them playing badly to suggest it is badly out of shape. So I'm going to keep things as they are. It's for Liverpool to score, and then we will try and go at them. If they fade in the second half late, then we'll try and go at them if we can stay in the game. Good evening, Saul. How are you? If we can just stay in the game, we'll have a go at them. Towards the end, losing 2 or 3-0 in the last 15 minutes won't really matter. At least we'll have had a go. Yeah, that's better. The trigger press a little better because I don't want those shots from the edge of the box. And that's nicely done by Velasco. We've got bodies over the other side. We've got tons of people in... Oh, you donkey. You pudding head. You had tons of people free on the right-hand side, and you totally ignored them. That's you on the transfer list, Velasco. You had 3 people, I think it was, queuing up on the right-hand side, all on their own, and you went and blew it. Poor decision-making, I guess. He doesn't have the greatest decision-making. I think it's only 11, so bless him. He really has problems making decisions. I know a lot of people like that. But come on, we're back in this game. You've got bodies again free on the right-hand side. Oh, my goodness me. And that's Valesco again. And he's on a 6.4, and I'm not surprised. He's been absolutely shocking. Absolutely glorious opportunities there. I just, I don't understand why he didn't pass. I really don't want to go in here, to be honest. It would take too long, or you'd never get me out of there. I'm going to say, actually, you have been unlucky. You've done well, apart from Valesco, who's been an absolute beetroot. Actum and Bajcetic not playing too great, but then nobody's playing brilliantly. So Carolero is having not a bad game, but nobody's playing brilliantly. I don't think I want to do anything unless they've made substitutions, which I don't think they will have. Look at their bench. And we'll just go and get on with this and get this over with and out of the way. We're still in the game. It has to be said, we're still in the game, and we are. Even in this low block, lower line, getting bodies behind the ball and not trying to do anything particularly, we still are creating chances. 1 or 2. And if Valesco would do a little better, then who knows what could happen. But until we start being a little bit more, should we say, creative, I don't think there's anything I can do. Just stay in the game, boys. Just don't do anything silly now. Just keep pushing them outside. The trigger press is better. We're taking the ball off them. But of course they're going to get behind us. I have an idea, because of, I didn't want to do this at first, but I just think that Liverpool are growing in confidence now. So what I want to do is to get my forwards to track their wingers, or their wing backs, so that we're not getting doubled up 2-on-1 in those areas, and the fullback finds that he's got 2 very fast players to deal with. So I just want to try that, just to make sure we've got enough bodies back at the moment. And hold on for as long as we can. Because, yeah, I'm just praying that it's true that they fade in the second half. We will go at them. If we're still only 1-0 behind, we'll give it a shot. In the last 15 minutes, we'll see if we can't get something by going at them if they're fading. I'm not quite sure they are. It doesn't look like to me they're getting any more tired than we are. This I don't mind. We don't have to set up attacks from every single time we have the ball, but we do need to keep it, which would be handy. And, you can see that they are tracking back now. So we have Gomez here, and he's being tracked by Grimback. And we've got a 2 versus 1 on that side of the field, which is exactly what I want. So it makes it even more difficult for them to operate down the flanks. Xerxes must be laughing that he managed to get himself transferred to Liverpool. I don't know how he managed that, but maybe there was a little bit of bribery and corruption going on there. Who knows? So, so far, I mean, I'd say I'd be grateful for a 1-0 defeat. I'll actually be okay with a 3-0 defeat. But I'd like to score a goal. If we can score a goal, we might scare Liverpool. It might make them nervous. And you need to be doing a little bit better than a 6.5. I'm not quite sure what he's playing as. An idiot at the moment, by the look of it. Liverpool have made it 2-0. It's this boy again. He's just too good for us, unfortunately. I probably am going to ask Boselli to tight mark him now. He's just too good for us, and that's out of desperation. I don't think Boselli is good enough. Atom is having a poor game. It might be due to the fact that I probably want to play him as a central defender and have just Bajcetic as the ball-playing defender. I don't want Atom doing too much. If he's not playing too well, he's young, he's not used to this kind of pressure. So just be a central defender. Don't try anything fancy. Just get rid of it. That's what you're good at. Good short passes. But it's one-way traffic now. There's no way back. João Neves is still dominating midfield, and he is playing on the right-hand side. So my Carrilero can possibly pick up João Neves. That'll be a good contest. They're two good players. João Neves is obviously much better than João Gomez. But 2-0, well, it's not too bad at the moment. If we can get a shot on goal, though, it would be nice. Oh, good save. I mean, we're not going to score with our first shot on target. That's reserved for opposition teams. Oh, but we are creating chances. We're just not putting them away, unfortunately. We've had 5 opportunities and none of them have been on target. And that is going to be a function of the lines. The fact that the lines are too deep. FM's just telling me you need to fix your lines. But I don't want to do it at this point in time. Trent is very, very tired. There's no sign of the others fading as yet. So I'm going to leave my substitutions for a while because it's about neck and neck. Trent is fading badly. So while he is in that state, we'll take that off and just go at Trent, I think. Apart from that, it's their midfield that has pretty much ruled the roost. And this left winger, who's just been too good a player for us. The problem with tight marking him is that he tends to roam about, and he's going to drag Boselli out of shape, because he's roaming about. He's not staying out on the left where Boselli can just sit there and just keep an eye on him. He's getting into the middle. He's getting on the end of crosses. He's being a bit of a bloody nuisance, if you ask me. But I'd say overall we haven't done badly against Liverpool, a team vastly superior to us. It's not been... Yeah, I'd say so. That's crazy. It's a very, very good Liverpool team. And to be fair, I do need to make some subs now. We've got some tired players. And to be fair, both wing-backs are extremely tired. And then I want him as a full-back on support. And then Garosibal can come in. Velasco, who's had a shocker of a game, he's the reason why we didn't score in the beginning. Grunback has also had a poor game. So he has to come off. And that's it. That's all the substitutions that I can make at this point. I'm not quite sure how that went over the bar. And I'm not quite sure why he couldn't save that properly. But who's to know? That's better. Catch it. Come on, as if they fade. Oh, good free kick, but he was offside. So I think it is time now, just to see if they do fade, is to go and give him a game. They've made a couple of subs. I mean, I think they're probably just as good. Oh my good lord, just as good as the players who've gone off. Curtis Jones is not on yet. Darwin Nunez has come on for Xerxes. Oh lord. There's not much I can do about him. And Christensen coming on as a DM. Probably need to hard tackle him. And I think we'll close him down and left foot. Just to keep him occupied there. And what I might do now is alter my lines. Let's just push up a little bit. And let's see if we can't get them to panic a little bit. Let's change the tempo. We're going to go lower with a higher tempo. Let's pass it around. We don't need to do that now. And we'll probably just run at the defence. We'll take all that off and just tell them, go and play some football. Go and enjoy yourselves. Go and play some football. See what you can do. See if we do any better high up the pitch. It's a 3-0 or 4-0. It doesn't matter. We're losing anyway. So yeah, just tell him, take as many shots as you like, Nunez. I think, I mean, in all fairness, I think we have defended well. Yeah, why not? But the problem is with playing for set pieces is that it can slow the game down, and I don't want to do that. I want us to be playing at a high tempo now. And I think you should send Alexander-Arnold off for that. I thought he'd come off, Alexander-Arnold. I thought there was a substitution made. Obviously not. Thought that Silver had come on for him. Maybe it's just happened. So go on, boys. Go and give them a game now. If they do fade, then a goal will worry them. Oh, lovely pass. Oh, come on. A golden opportunity. Like I said to you, Neil, I cannot seem to score goals. I cannot seem to score a single goal. One goal in the last 4 games since I installed Tweak 1.4. I'm getting a bit worried. Especially with Sunderland, because with Sunderland, like, they were top of the league, they are second in the league, only on goal difference, joint top, and they were just like cruising, and suddenly we've had 2 0-0 draws. Like, where did my goals go? Where did all those goals we were scoring go? What's he doing? What's his game? Garosibal. Was he actually looking for the winger who wasn't there? He didn't know where he was. He says, I think he's got on the field drunk. I'm not sure I told you to play out of defence. That's a bit pointless. Oh, God, Atom. I told you not to play out of defence, and you're still doing things that you shouldn't be. And they're still doing it. Atom, you've already made one dreadful error. And we're making errors all over the field now. I think it's us that's fading, not Liverpool. We're in absolute disarray at the moment. That's the problem with counter pressing, is that it pulls your team right out of shape. I think you have to be an infinitely better team than the opposition to even think about counter pressing them. Defensively, you've got to be very, very good to cover the counter attacks that are going to come like this. Well done. I like that boy Fink graph. I wonder if he should be getting the nod now instead of Timon. Is it time to give him the nod? Timon hasn't done much for us, so he can't do any worse, I suppose, is the answer to that question. I don't know what the answer to this team is. I've got absolutely no idea. We've tried formations, different formations. We've tried different tempos, different roles. We've tried short passing, more direct passing. I don't know what the problem is, to be honest. It reminds me so much of the Notts County save, this, where there was pretty much nothing I could do after 2.5 seasons in that save as well. It just reminds me so much. It's so much similar, because for 2.5 seasons we were rocking, and then it all just fell apart for some reason, and I'm not sure why. You lied to me, Andy. Darwin Nunez is lethal. He's absolutely lethal. Oh, boy. Well, it's not a 6-0 drubbing or a 7-0 drubbing. Better teams than us are going to lose to Liverpool. And this is a particularly strong Liverpool team that I'm seeing at the moment. Oh, gosh. And we got Arsenal next. It's not getting any easier. Play Arsenal next. I have absolutely no idea how to play against them. But I think that's it. We gave it our best shot. But unfortunately, a couple of the boys played very, very badly. In particular, Velasco in the first half was atrocious. If he'd freed those two that we had free on the right-hand side, we'd had to score. Well, not necessarily the way we're shooting, but we had to get it close. But he chose to shoot from 35 yards. And that's it, 3-0 defeat. It's about what I expected. Yeah, I mean, this is about survival, and I don't know what FM is trying to tell me. If I tell him, I don't want to tell him you were the underdogs, you gave it your best, because it was 3-0. I'm going to say I'm not happy. The second half was poor. And the game is keeping us in 16th and blah, blah, blah at the moment, and it's not going to do... 7 weeks. That means I have to play the kids up front. Oh, boy. So, I'm guessing that the game is saying you just have to wait now. Your team is not good enough, and you're going to have to build it very, very slowly. That's what I'm guessing the game is telling me. So I got to be patient. Hope that we can stay in the Prem. Because we finished in like the top 10 in both the previous seasons. So we've got worse this year. All the other teams have got much, much better. And there's not much respite. Winkler, yeah, he needs to rest too. He came on, didn't he, for a long time. So we'll rest them for a day. And you think so? Yeah, Callum, it was a strange game. What Martinez was doing, I don't know. What did he expect was going to happen after that? It was a very, very strange call that he made. And then the goal that Roger scored is a double whammy for me. I thought that should have been allowed. I thought the referees made a dreadful error and should apologise. And that's cost Villa, not just in terms of money, but not just in terms of the game, but in terms of money from the Champions League next year. Because I think, had that been allowed, Villa would have won. And so often United teams go after something like that happens. So often they go up the other end and score. But had Villa scored there, I think that Villa would have won. And that would have meant I did not lose points. I would have got 8 extra points for Rodgers in the FPL. And I would have kept my 4 extra points for Conser. And I might have got closer. I don't know. I might have got closer. Because it was very close in the end in the Old Man Phil EFL League. I came second. I would have got a lot closer with those extra points, and Rodgers would have got some bonus points as well. So it would have been very close at the end of the day. So it cost me. It was a double whammy. And even though United won, I kind of feel the referee made a really, really bad error there. Very bad error. So what do you reckon then, Pedro? How should I go against Arsenal? Defeatist, as we did against Liverpool, or should I just go and give them a game? What do you think? I'm just tempted because we're probably going to lose, so I'm just tempted to go and try and give them a game anyway. I mean, they're pretty much the same as Liverpool are. They're just as good as Liverpool. There's very few weaknesses, except that we can... they don't create set-piece chances, which means that I don't have to stay on our feet anymore. So I'm half tempted to push up and give Arsenal a game. Trust to luck. Why not? We are at home. Push up and give them a game. We don't need to do that if we're going to properly counterattack. Trigger press. I think we're happier trigger pressing a little bit more. Seem to work against Liverpool. I don't want to do that. But I do want to work the ball into the box. Be more disciplined? No. Let's just go for it, boys. They just another team who are just desperately too good for us. At least they're not going to be pressing us as much as Liverpool, which caused Atom to make dreadful errors. So they're not going to be pressing us. I do want the higher line. And I'm going to do attacking corners and attacking free kicks. We know they create good chances, but I think we need to do some work on it as well. Yeah, I kind of agree with that shift. Get Boselli back in the middle. Bajcetic had his run out. It didn't work, but at least we tried. And Garosabal can come in here. I'm going to play him as a fullback on support rather than because we are pushing high up the field. And we don't need an inverted fullback now. Dominguez, he's out of favour with me at the moment. But I'm prepared to take my assistant's advice. Not sure I want him to be a DLP. If we have him as a DLP, actually probably isn't a bad role at the base of that. You can tackle harder, mark tighter. He's not going to be able to mark tighter. But certainly his tackling at 17, he should be able to get his foot in, even as a DLP. So he's got the passing ability, I think, just about 16 and 16. So why not give him a shot? Why not? Morstat is injured. So I really don't know which one of the two to play. Winkler, 72 million. I wouldn't give 72 pence for him at the moment. He did have a decent game against Brighton, but everybody played well against Brighton. We spanked them 4-0. And then against Southampton, Panathinaikos, he played quite well, but the rest of it has been pretty rubbish. For a wonder kid, I'm quite distressed by how poor he is. 72 million, are you having a laugh? And then the other one, of course, is Silva, who can play up top. Velasco can play up top as well. Silva, in terms of his form, is just about as bad. Plays well 1 game in 5. Yeah, it's about 1 game in 5. So they're both as bad as each other, these two. So I think that Velasco could go up top, and I think Grenbach might be better on the left-hand side. Cutting in from the left-hand side. So we'll move Grenbach over to that side. And Silva, the other numbskull, or maybe Arribas. Arribas is in the shop window at the moment. He's in the shop window at the moment, so give him a game. And I'm going to play with an underlap on that side and just have him cut inside with the ball. Just tempting me to play him as a winger. He likes playing as a winger. And then have the fullback coming in with the centre mid going up the middle. I don't know. But I can't see us getting anything out of this, to be perfectly honest. Oh, he's about to return, is he? He's just... He'd be a useful addition to the squad because we're light in midfield. No, Baselli's not going anywhere. Did he say he wanted to go? Oh, God, he's very keen on going. Yeah, he doesn't, Pedro. He doesn't really like cutting inside with the ball. I think he plays better as a winger. I managed to draw, be happy, but I just assume I will lose the games and focus on the games against... Yeah, I'm just assuming I'm going to lose this one. Joe Bellingham. I'm doing Sunderland at the moment, and I probably will lose him in the next window. This is just... I think assume I'm going to lose and just see if we can pick up any points at all. Feels that time is running out for him to be sold. Well, I just put you on the market again the other day, so it's not that I'm... Is that enough money? They're non-negotiable. I don't think it's enough. 26 mil. What do you think? Say no? And then make an off, maybe make an offer, but I never remember the names of these clubs. And put him on the market maybe for about 19 mil. I'm just going to say no anyway. And put him on the market for 19 mil. So we'll see. At the end of the day, if Boselli goes, I'll have to keep McGanna. So we may need to price him out. My assistant is saying I've got to take him off the transfer list, but he wants to leave. And he's 31 years old now. He's a good player. He's played well for us in the first couple of seasons. I'm going to set his price at around about 19 million. So where do I do that? Let's go to offer via the transfer room. And let's go 20. I actually set his price at 18.75 million. That's as low as I'm prepared to go for a player of that quality, to be honest. If not, we'll have to keep him. No offers for Juan Lu. You see, nobody wants to bloody buy in. Thrilled. Go and find your own club. He's absolutely thrilled. We've missed out on some money, have we? Okay, Arsenal next, and then hopefully Bristol City will beat them. But I think I want to go through the whole training as a whole. I haven't seen the training yet. Well, it might not come up at the moment. Yeah, there's some good players that we could probably... But at least they're now in my list of scouted players. Because until somebody goes, apart from the only thing I can do with relative safety, the only thing I can do, and have the money for it, is to bring in this attacker. So, I don't know, what do you think of this boy? What do you think of him? I'm going to just bring up a comparison with Morstat. A Morstat looks like a better player. And this boy is, how old is he? 25 years old. Morstat is still only 21. His mentals will improve. So Morstat looks like a better player anyway. So it's a pointless thing to be doing. So that would be the only thing I can do with any relative safety. 20 million. I'm prepared to let him go, Pedro, for 18.75. Alwanda, send counter offer. Is that who it was? Alwanda. We could do that after the... Yeah, that's the thing, and he's not... I think that Morstat is going to be a much better player than him. So it would just be a stupid signing. I don't know why he wants me to do that, but I'm prepared to go along with that. I wanted to draw your attention that Josh Tymon and Alan Valesco are a bunch of bananas and should never play football for Ipswich again. I agree. I absolutely agree. You got to do better than the last game. You've got to do better. I'm short of a sub here. What I might do against Arsenal... Allende is still injured. What happened to... there he is. Instead of Grebback, I'm going to go and give Franco a game. He's not a bad little player, Franco. Still young. Valesco can play up top and stay out of the way of everything. I think just go and give Arsenal a game and see how FM reacts to that. Saka always marked tightly. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Arsenal are going to line up. They're going to be very difficult to beat. Very, very difficult to beat. There was a couple of players who are not 100% fit, which might help. Ben White, left foot, and Timber, left foot as well. The reason why I do that is just because I want them to play in a way that's not comfortable for them. If they're on their stronger foot, they're a lot more comfortable. Declan Rice is an issue. I'm going to start by tight marking Declan Rice, just so that we can have people being aware that he's there. But it's probably not going to work, and I might have to do a one-on-one with him. Odegaard, of course, is the playmaker, and I want him hard tackled and right foot. And also close him down at the earliest opportunity. Kai Havertz isn't in real life, wouldn't worry me too much, but he is good in FM. Very, very good. So I just really want to turn him onto his right foot. Saka, oh boy. He's got two good feet. Tight mark him. If I get close, look at this agility and balance. But tight marking might be okay. Because it's not like we're going to be running at him. We're just going to ask someone to sit on him. Gabriel Martinelli would be the same. But I want him out on his left foot. And try crossing with your left foot. They're quite strong, Arsenal. I'm going to type mark Gabriel Jesus. Oh. Go out there, show the world you've got what it takes. And I'll try not to look. I try not to laugh too much. Oh, what a poor team I've brought into this 5th season. Oh, it's painful. What do you think of the England squad? I've no idea who's in the England squad, to be honest. Has it been announced, James? Dan Burn, I'm not surprised he's in there at all. I think he's played extremely well for Newcastle. I think he's a good centre-back as well as a brilliant option at left-back. I think he's a good asset to the England squad. I'm not surprised at all. The height of the boy will scare most teams. His physical... Oh, God, we're a goal behind already. His physicality is in top of the range. It's a goal. The penalty area was packed. It's been disallowed, is it? How did they separate that lot? What happened there then? Ah, yeah, no wonder we weren't. It's Havertz. Who's supposed to be tight marking him? Oh, wait. Nobody picked him up. Oh, let's not have a thumping here, boys. You did well against Liverpool. Let's not have a thumping. Go and give him score a goal for me. That'd be nice. This will be the 6th game on the trot with FM Tweaks 1-4 that I haven't scored a goal. 6th game on the trot. We haven't scored. And this will get really worrying. If we don't score against Bristol City, I'll be very, very worried. Because we spanked them 7-1 earlier. So oh God, I hope we can get a goal tonight at least. Tonight would be good if we can get a goal. Unless this is just the most shocking Premier League football team that I've ever brought into existence on FM. Which it could be. Still teams put small defense. I know, I don't understand that. Why small players tight mark very, very tall players. I see it a lot in the Premier League, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me unless their job is just to block them. It's becoming a little bit like American football at corners, where players' responsibility is just to block other players making runs. I think that's illegal and should be cut out of the game. That's not in the spirit of football. He's offside. You're offside, Velasco. And I think that's the only reason I can think of why they would do that, is that they are good blockers. I don't like corners becoming like American football. The game is not about blocking people. It's about using your skills to find space and not being interfered with. It used to be called obstruction when I used to play football. And I don't think we have instruction in the modern game, do we? But yeah, it used to be obstruction when I was playing. When did obstruction go out of the game? I can't even remember when it left the game. Not even sure when that happened. And look, we haven't created a single chance again. And we don't look like scoring a goal in this game either. That'll be 6 games since I upgraded to version 1.4 since I haven't scored a goal. Which is getting very worrying. And if the same happens against Bristol City, I think I'm going back to the vanilla. Because I'm going to get very, very worried now. Come on, let's score a goal. Prove me wrong. What a chance! What a chance! He's missed it. But the referee might have given a penalty and he's going to send Rice off. No, he might be just going to give a penalty, though. I don't know who the heck is going to take it. Ivan Toney back in the squad. I wouldn't have put him in. But Dan Burn, definitely. He's been brilliant for Newcastle. Oh, it's Harry Bass, is it? Oh, God. And it's been saved. We still can't score a goal. Not even from a penalty. What a team this is. Why are you doing this, FM? Why are we missing penalties against Arsenal? And we've hit the bar. Why are you doing this, FM? Oh, what a damn horrid game it is sometimes. We're not going to get many opportunities. And we miss a penalty and hit the crossbar with the other one. What can I do? And here they go. They're going to score now, are they? Nearly. That is so unfair, FM. You didn't need to do that. Just don't give me the penalty in the first place. It's just like... There we go. Told you they're going to score. The man who gave the penalty away has put them 1-0 up. This game is so annoying. Which position did I play? I was kind of like in my day. I was like a left inside forward. Probably more in the modern game, like a left midfielder, a box-to-boxer. But I was a creative midfielder rather than a defensive. But I did tracking back a lot. Plenty of energy when I was younger, would you believe? And long-range shooting was my forte. I was well known throughout South Wales for my long-range shooting as a schoolboy. Had many trials, but in the end I was just too small. That's always been my problem, just too small. And sadly it never happened for me. But then I went to university instead, started playing rugby and played different sports then, and had a really nice time, which I might not have done had things happened for me. So yeah, just didn't work out. Long range shooting, I mean, I don't know how I could hit the ball so hard. I guess it's just timing, because I was quite small, and I guess it's just timing of the ball. I don't know what's going on here, because we've had 3 very good opportunities. It doesn't matter who I play on that left-hand side, they're going to have an absolute nightmare. It was Velasco last time, it's now Arribas this time. I just don't know what to do anymore. And Velasco's missed another one. Oh, FM. Not quite in the Stanley Matthews mould, Andy. I wasn't ever the greatest tackler. Oh, we have scored, have we? It's Atom finally popped up from a corner. Now there's a shocker. And I wasn't that good a player, but I could strike a football and I could pass a football as well. Very often feeding in the left winger, in the channels between the fullback and the central defenders. That was a forte. Started as a right footer, but practiced with my left foot every day for hours, until eventually I became left-footed. That's really weird as well, isn't it? My left foot became better than my right foot. I could still hit the ball with my right foot, but I trusted my left foot much more. You're offside, Velasco. So, a right footer who became a left footer. Well, that's my football history. Who scored 22 goals in the Saudi League? Arribas. Or are you talking about Ivan Toney? See, once they leave the UK, I just don't keep up with them. I'm happy with your performance. Keep it up. Yeah, I am pretty happy. We're drawing, aren't we? I'm pretty happy with that. Nobody's playing particularly well, though, apart from the goalkeeper and Atom. Arribas needs to pick himself up. So I need to tell Arribas to do better. Who's this? Quadrago. Oh, he's just as good as the Liverpool player. 6'3". Good Lord. I think we need to close him down, though. I think he needs a good closing down, that boy. Can't give him any space at all. I just can't believe, like, what is FM doing? Yeah, I think we'll leave things as they are. But I need to tell Ari Bass, of course, that he's a stupid arse. And I don't think I'm going to be hard on him. I think we'll... relax. It won't do you any good to stay in this frame of mind. He looks absolutely delighted. I can't say that. Just going to keep going. You have the ability. And if you haven't, then I'll take you off. The rest of them are doing all right. It's making an old Irish man suffer. Oh, God, Andy. Well, I do say to people, if you enjoy seeing people suffer playing the game, you're in the right place. So, because suffering I am at the moment. I have no idea what went wrong in the last season and a half. No idea. Come on, we got this, boys. We can beat Arsenal. No bloody problem at all. It'll be the biggest result of the season if we do beat Arsenal, that's for sure. Sometimes fortune favours the brave, though. We got out of that low block. But if we hadn't missed those chances in the first half, we could be 2-1 up already. Well done, Atom. Well done. Take him out. That's a hospital challenge. I remember when I was playing football, we had this guy playing for us, my school team. We had some very good footballers in my school team. His name was Clive Williams. I don't know if he's still about somewhere watching my videos secretly. He was a very good centre back. Trials for Tottenham and all sorts of teams, and I don't think he ever quite made it. But what a good centre back! But boy, was he an animal! He was like an animal. And, people didn't go past him. If they tried to go past him, it was straight to hospital. He'd have his studs up in their chest and all sorts of stuff going on. He was an animal. But nobody got past him. He's like, I think he got sent off on a number of occasions, but very good player. I wouldn't like to be running against him, that's for sure. That's one thing 100% guaranteed. Well, they used to have centre-halves in those days, even in professional football. They had centre-halves in those days. Left backs, they're like Chopper Harris, Norman Hunter. I mean, come on. They used to have hard men in those days. Leeds were famous for like being such a dirty team back in the 70s, and well, it's quite legitimate in those days. Quite legit, and if you couldn't handle it, don't play. Teams had to pick themselves up and shake themselves off. Good tackle, but don't give it straight back. I'm just wondering if I should change it a little bit. Arsenal seem to be dominating a little bit too much for my liking. We've given them a game so far. Do I need to do anything different, I wonder, as Arsenal are starting to really dominate this game? How's Velasco getting on? It's good. About as much use as a chocolate fireguard. Just like an absolute waste of space. So Winkler or Silva? I think we'll try Winkler. No, we're going to give Silva a go up there. And Aribas is just as much of an idiot. So We're going to shake things up. Actually, Velasco wasn't playing too bad, was he? It's Arribas that was the idiot. Velasco's on a 6.8, but he's knackered. So we're going to try Silva up top. I just wish these boys would start playing football. Play him as an advanced forward. Keep it simple for him. And then Winkler can come on the left for poor old Arribas. I think that's all I'm going to do at the moment. Just change those two. I'm concerned unless I do something, Arsenal are going to score again. Because we're not playing particularly well, and Scott now is tired as well as João Gomez. So this will be Grenbach. João Gomez, Makengo. And then I have to just wait and see who gets the most tired first. But Boselli's not playing very well at the centre. Atom has had a good game again. Atom is very consistent centre-back for a youngster. Much more consistent than his more senior players. And at the start of this season, I just really felt he needs to be number one in the team. He really does need to be number one in the team. And fair play. We've stuck him in and he's made the position his own. And McKenna, probably even if there wasn't a fuss, wouldn't be first choice at the moment. So fair play. Timon's gone now. I think I don't want Atom tackling now. Billy Bremner, Andy. Yeah. He was one of that famous Leeds team with, what was his name? Norman Hunter. Norman Bites Your Legs Hunter. Billy Bremner in midfield. Lethal. And I can remember him coming up against some decent opposition, especially Chelsea, because Chelsea were also a very nasty team to play against. And like him and Chopper Harris together on the same pitch. Oh boy. Super Leeds. Dirty Leeds they were in those days. They were dreadful. But fair play to them. It's perfectly legal in those days. That was in the days where you could tackle. Also, that's the second game in a row where that's happened. It's hit the post. But is he going to be given offside? It'd be awful to lose this, but at least we've scored a goal. No, it's awarded. But we've scored a goal this time. Oh, this is horrible. I didn't used to be, Jack. I've had some rants in my time. We're now in a relegation battle. I've had some rants in my time. I'm really not sure what this game is trying to prove at the moment. Because as soon as we have a game in Europe, we'll spank them. As soon as we play in the Caribou Cup, we win absolutely easy. Thrash teams 4-0. I'm really not sure what this game is doing at the moment. Why it is being like this. I think there are levels of challenge. And I think this must be one of the hardest. And I've had it in my opening save. So I'm not unfamiliar with this. This is so similar to what happened at Notts County. And the fact that the game threw jobs at me at the beginning of this season, like Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Newcastle, AC Milan, the game was just telling me, get out. which is exactly what it did in Notts County, because suddenly I got jobs out of nowhere in the Notts County save when it all was going so badly. But I don't want to get out. So if I take this challenge, I'm gonna have to figure out what it is doing. And the only thing I can think of is that we make too many transfers. It's the only thing I can think of. And we're not letting teams settle. And this is a young team. And maybe the game's saying it's going to take you 4 years, buddy. Get used to it. Well, no, it's been like this throughout the season. That's why we're in a relegation battle, Pedro. Go on, you got this. He's done it. He's done it. Who is that Winkler? Oh, that's so Ramsdale, isn't it? What a dreadful pass. But what a finish. That's a good finish. So, okay, all is not lost yet. Mast Franco is pretty tired now. I ain't got any subs left, buddy. That's it. Get on with it. But we do have to be wary because Arsenal could easily score again. And I wonder if I should do something now. Try to hold on to this point. But I don't know. Good evening, Mike. I didn't see you there. How are you doing? I think this is something. I think the game is saying that unless you slow down on the transfers, you're not going to do anything. And you're going to be in trouble. We were trying desperately to improve the team. We brought in 2 wonder kids. We brought in a number of midfielders. We were trying everything we could to improve the team. Oh, we nearly scored then. Oh, my good Lord. But it was a poor shot in the end by Finkgraf. Are we stronger, finishing stronger than Arsenal? That's it. Give it to Ramsdale. Oh, I thought we were going to have an injury again then. They break quickly, Arsenal, don't they? That is the problem. There's 8 minutes. Oh, my good Lord. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch. If FM does this to me, I think I just might throw my computer out the window. Because it really does hate me, this game at the moment. It absolutely despises me. This is not the way I'd normally play the game anyway. Is anybody watching that Villa save? I am having the time of my life in that Villa save. It's like the amount of time I spend playing a game is about, I don't know, maybe a 10th, if not more, of the time that I spend in the data hub. It's just, I absolutely love that. And I mean, interestingly, we've got results as a result of it. And in the next episode, I'm going to make another couple of tweaks because I think I've found out why Watkins is so isolated. And I had to search and search. And we do have fixtures where we can try things at least until we get the big boys coming up. So I'm really loving that. And you, like, if I was... You are kidding me, FM. So we missing time added on at one end and they, from an impossible angle, score at the other. You are kidding me. Look, why did you have me score? Just like, why did you even bother doing that? What was the point except to wind me up? But this is going to be a hard relegation battle this season. Very, very hard relegation battle. I can't believe FM has done this to me now. It's not the fact we've lost. It's the fact that it leads me up the garden path and then goes, ha 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 ha, fooled ya. It's like it's so nasty at the moment. It doesn't need to do that. It doesn't need missed penalties. And this nonsense that it's doing at the moment. That's what really is getting to me. The fact that we lose to Arsenal doesn't bother me, but why go through that palaver? And it's just simply to wind me up, and it's doing a very good job. It's doing a very good job, and I'm trying to hold on to it at the moment. There's no need for that, FM. No need. Why did you have me equalise? Just let them win 3-1. It's just stupid. It's just, oh, boy. I mean, I have no idea how I'm going to get out of this hole. Luckily, we're 7 points above the drop. I don't think the board are going to be very happy because they wanted me to finish mid-table. Let's go to Club Vision. Yeah. Finish mid-table and they're disappointed. I mean, this is a sacking season, possibly. And this is, if you remember it, Andy, don't you? This is exactly the same as what happened in Notts County. It's so similar that it's almost unbearable. And I think the only thing that I can do is get out. If I get a job offer, the only thing I can do is get out. It's just going the same way. Exactly the same way. Boy. I don't even feel confident about beating Bristol City. I think we're going to lose against Bristol City as well. The only problem is I can't remember how I set up against them last time. I think I played with a high line. This is a defeat. This is defeat. The game's winding me up, and it'll probably let me win in the cup, and then I'll probably beat Manchester United in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. No, we're not loaning him. Oh, this isn't. Oh yeah, it's. He's not for loan. In fact, let's just make that clear. These are what I'm after. But then the other thing is that this is going to wait until the end of the transfer window, as it usually does. We also had a youth intake off camera, and they were all E. Every single one of them. Like, what is this save trying to do? It's like, okay, you're not even going to give me youngsters to develop. They were all E's. Like, come on. I'm going to change the team. Atom is the only one who's stable and playing well. Because my best players, Meslier and Alande are injured, which doesn't help. Valesco's a banana. Moorstat is now, of course, injured. Who was it? Winkler. Winkler played up top, didn't he? We'll put Silva in. Arribas on the left. I'm going to give Marin a game. Simply because I don't believe that he can do any worse. Makengo can come in. I'm just going to feel like changing the team. That might be something that we have to do. So we can put João Gomez in there. Actually, Scott didn't play in the last one. So it might be prudent to swap those over. No, he's better off up here, isn't he? And let's give Joan Liu a game. And Badgetic. Actually, Boselli can then come in here. Just feel like changing the team. Finkgraf can also have a game. Timon's been extremely out of sorts. Hey, Happy, how are you doing? Good to see you. Probably happier than I am. Oh, God, this is doing my head in, this save. But if we survive the relegation battle, we might be still in a job. Who knows? That's what it's got to be now. He's now returned, has he? Why is he still on loan then? Because he might as well go back into the first team. We can try and sell him as well. Morale's going down, so I might actually go and have a word with them all. I know it's a pain for you guys. I think we'll go down as far as 7.5. It's not doing much for morale. Do I want to do that one as well? We'll try one of the 7.25s. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do the other one as well. Good. Players who have not trained very well. Scott McKenna, there's no point in... He's on a 5 now. And Makengo, 5.6. Is this just random in the game that they decide that some players are going to train well and others are not? Or is it linked to their personality? Or what do you think, guys? Very pleased to help. Happy. I'm glad you found them useful. Sometimes, though, I wish I could put into practice what I spout in my videos. Transfer win. Oh, we're linked with a few players, are we? Well, I'm not really interested in a centre-back. Not unless Boselli goes. 19-year-old. Is he a centre-back as well? Let's give him a scout anyway. And Dehan, striker. Let's give him a scout as well. Only SI knows. I sometimes think it might be linked to personality. I'm not sure. How would I know is the thing. So Diamonde has come in. He's allegedly a very good player. That's his career finished. Coming to Ipswich. Oh, God. Don't he want any particular number? No, he's not fussed. When I was playing football, I always wanted to be the number 10, which is quite surprising because I was a huge George Best fan. And so therefore, it's quite surprised that I was happy to take the... He's on international duty for now, is he? To take the... that I actually wanted number 10. I would have thought, being a left-sided player, I'd have preferred to have the number 11 shirt, but I always wanted to be number 10. I got my way as well at school. I got my way. Well, especially as I was the captain of the team. So I picked whatever number I wanted, basically. Okay, McKenna's gone then. Which is good because Diamante has come in now. But the Diamante not being available for a couple of months isn't going to help. 12.5. For Neil Atom, you are having a bonkers banana fest. Wait, am I selling Neil Atom? Noel Atom? Like, everybody wants to take my central defenders. People want to buy Boselli, Atom, McKenna. Take some of the other Herberts. I don't mind selling them. I got Joanne Liu for sale. We were trying to sell him for a long time. Take him instead. Right. Under 21, under 21. Scott McKenna going. Morstead under 21, under 21, under 21, under 21. See, we got a lot of under 21s in here. 7 of them. Including Nivas, the goalkeeper, who's only 18 as well. So it is a young team. And I got a funny feeling this save is just saying, hang on in there. You're not going to win anything. In fact, you're going to lose most of your games, but we'll keep you safe above the relegation zone and then let the team develop. Don't go spending all your money in the transfer window again. That's what it's telling me, I think. And I've got to resist the temptation to spend and try to keep that team together. Because there's like 7 under 21s in the team. So let's go and see who's available to buy, because I got tons of money. How come I've only got 7 million? What happened to the money? Oh, he hasn't gone yet, has he, McKenna? I thought the board had eaten the money. Slow deal. Osmane, I'm guessing, is a slow deal. Loan deal. No, we bought him outright. 30-something million. We really couldn't spend the money that we had with all the players leaving. I really couldn't spend the money. And so I had about 48 million or something carrying over at the end of last season, and we just bought him with the money we had left over. So it's a pretty good deal, I think. He's much better than we've already got. I shouldn't have done this because I'm yabbering too much and not focused. I don't think there's anything to write home about here. These are a worry, but I have a plan for them. wing play. Well, I'm not going to be put off with that because I don't think that they're blessed with a ton of pace. Could be wrong, but they don't look exceptionally pacey to me. No, they don't look at all pacey. So we're going to play with a high line, even though it's an alleged wing play style. And we are going to counter press. This is the kind of team we need to get in their face. We're going to short pass, higher tempo. We're not going to bother with that. Not going to bother with that. I want them to dribble less and to focus on passing. We are going to counter press much more often. We're going to disrupt the goalkeeper. We're going to get stuck in. And I'm going to step up more. It's this kind of team. Oh, I also want to go positive. It's the kind of team we've got to get in their face. And who knows what's going to happen here. I rotated the team simply because the other team is not playing very well. And it's only 2 days after the last game. Yeah, why not? And I don't think I'm going to do anything other than what the assistant says in this one. Where is this is a game we should be winning. I expect nothing but a good result from this game. I don't expect from them often, but this is an expect. And we really got to get after them. We've got to get in their face. And the weather will help the high tempo passing. So let's zip it around, boys, at pace. You should be fitter than they are. That's okay. Get stuck in there. I can't remember myself, James. But he is, of course, on international duty with whichever one. So that does mean he's not coming back till the end of Feb, probably. But it doesn't matter. The two boys that I've got, Baselli and Atom, started the season really well. And up until recently, Atom in particular was absolutely outstanding. He was very rarely below a 7. In fact, he got a 7 in the last 2 games we played. He's been outstanding. We still can't score goals. Come on. And so I'm not really too concerned about them. FM is going to let me off at some point, let me start winning games. So I don't think it's about those two. And I have cover. Badgetic has played extremely well at centre back, so I have cover to rest them now and again. So I don't really have major concerns about either of my centre backs. And Diamonde coming in, of course, is going to need first team football and will come in probably instead of Baselli. Baselli can move to right back. Joanlu can then be sold. That is the plan. Whether it will work, I don't know. So I don't have concerns about my defence at all. My concern is with my attack. And having bought those, what I thought were very, very good players up front, I was really excited that we'd brought such good players in up front, and none of them have performed. It's just the way it is with FM, isn't it? And I think maybe we did too many transfers. That might be the problem, just way too many transfers. And we've got to stop doing it and start building one player at a time. And maybe even spend all our transfer money on one position. Identify a weak position, the weakest position, should I say, and spend all our money just on that one. We're still not doing things properly here, are we? Where was the little cross into the box there? So interesting. I mean, it might be interesting. As long as we don't get relegated, I will probably keep my job. After all, we've done well in Europe. We're exceeding expectations in Europe, and we are doing well in the Caribou Cup as well. It's just the Premier League. We can't buy a point in the Premier League. That's not to do with my team. It's to do with the game. Because it's nonsense to think that we would... I think we came second in the Conference League. We've beaten all comers up to the semi-final in the Caribou Cup. And yet we can't win a single match in the Premier League. It's just nonsense to believe that. It would be mixed up a little bit. And we wouldn't be flying in those competitions and spanking in goals when we're doing so badly in the Premier League. It just wouldn't happen in real life. So it's the game that's doing this. And the other competitions are just to try and keep me happy. While it's not going to probably allow me to score in this game again. Although we've had 3 shots, 3 on target. We're not doing too bad, I suppose. But we've got to get one of them in. Or Bristol City will score. Spurs are united in real life. Yeah, I guess you could say. I guess you could say. But it's not the first time, Andy. This in real life, it's the first time I've ever seen that. This is not the first time in FM. And it always, like, even with the worst team you could possibly put out, you will always get through the group stage. Always. And fairly comfortably as well. That should not happen. And it does on a consistent basis. I've never been in a European competition where I've been eliminated at the group stage. Never, ever, in my whole 15 years of playing FM, been eliminated at the group stage in a European competition. That's how ridiculous it is. It is a constant theme. And I don't know why it's going wrong, Andy. I wish I knew why it was going wrong. Can you tell me? It's only happened in 2 of my streams. The first one, which was the Notts County one. But in that save, I actually took the offers. And then it fell apart in the second club. And then I took the offer again, and it fell apart in the next club. And so the story went on. It was only when I finally arrived at Bayern Munich, having only won the League One and League Two titles, the only thing I'd ever won, finally managing to manage Bayern Munich within about 5 years, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever come across. And I never looked for any of those jobs. They just approached me. It's just so silly. And this one is following the same pattern, and that's why I got invited to all those job interviews. And I've rejected them, and now they've dried up. So the game's decided, okay, you're stuck here then. And you're going to put up with whatever we throw at you. It's exactly the same. 2.5 good years, and then it's all fallen apart. It's exactly the same time it happens, the same format in terms of the jobs that are becoming available with much bigger clubs. And it just doesn't make sense. I think it's one of the top level challenges. How do you get out of this? And I think I could have brought in Messi and Ronaldo, and I still would be struggling. They would probably look like the worst players on the planet. It's, I think this is a challenge rather than to do with anything I'm doing. And I've got to find the answer to the challenge. It's not the players. And it's not to do with tactics. I mean, I've even used the 4-1-2-2-1 with this, and even that didn't work. And that works with every team. So that didn't work either. I don't know. I think it's to do with don't do any transfers. Focus on one area at a time. And then let the rest of the team develop. And they will start, hopefully, playing well together. As they get older, develop a little bit more. They'll turn into good players. Hopefully. If I can keep them. We'll do our best to keep them, but as you can see, even like all my youngsters are being gone after. Even Atom got offered 12.5 mil for him. He's not for sale. So it's a case of not upsetting these players and trying to keep them. But there we go. Can't score a goal again. And when we did manage to score a couple of goals, Arsenal got 3. It's becoming very, very painful even to load up this save. I get this oh no feeling as soon as I think, oh God, I got to load up the Ipswich save. Silver is not a very tall boy on the back post there. What have we got? Let's go back to low crosses. I mean, I did like the way the crosses looked, especially the whipped crosses. So we'll go back to, because Morstat is 6'5", so I thought I'd give him a chance, but he's not playing anymore. So I've only got short boys at the moment. I really feel like I need to give this team a right rollicking, especially now. Oh, we've outplayed them. Oh, is that their first shot? No, first one on target. Told you, this is really painful. It's really, really painful. Oh, well, it is what it is. We've absolutely spanked them. Oh, boy. Now they changed their system. They might have. I'll give up. I'm pretty close to saying, okay, FM, you've got me beaten. Just do what you want to do. Because I'm getting tired of it now. Getting very tired of it. You know what I went through, Andy, with Notts County. And I am getting very tired of this now. It's just... It's just... Well, I've got no words for it. And we're being beaten by Bristol City now. Yeah, I think that's what it's been doing. I'm not. I know. I think I'm done with my job offers, unless we go right maybe up to the semi-finals of the conference. I think I'm done with the job offers, because I've refused so many of them. I haven't had one for a while, and I think the game's decided. Okay, he doesn't want to leave. It gave me 5 or 6 opportunities with very good teams. Newcastle was one of them as well. Newcastle, Manchester United, Bayern Munich, AC Milan. Really good teams. And I refused them all, so it's not offering me jobs anymore. Look at that. I mean, this is nonsense. All right, we're going to throw everybody up front. I'm so annoyed with this game. It's absolute nonsense. Everybody's going on attack now. You want to be stupid, game? I can be stupid as well. In fact, if I could put my centre-backs on attack, I would. Going to go very attacking. I'm going to push the line up even higher. Oh, interesting. We've now got a centre-back. Oh, no, he's playing as a... He's playing as the full-back, but that means got another centre-back injured. So that means I've only got Bajcetic and Atom now until Diamonde comes back. I give up. I absolutely give up. If I can't score goals, I can't win anything. But why can I score goals in Europe? Why can I score plenty of goals in the Caribou Cup? And I've been playing Premier League clubs. So I can't say, oh, well, it's the Premier League, it's hard. I've been playing Premier League clubs. And I played some very good teams in Europe as well. Well, maybe I've got to play very attacking with everybody on attack. That's what I've got to do. Oh, it was disallowed. Of course we weren't going to score. It was disallowed. How stupid of me. The game's not going to allow that. How stupid of me for even thinking that. And now we've got fullbacks just... Hey, I told you I wanted to substitute him, and they have made the substitution now. I said yes, okay. Good God. I know. The game's taking the piss. So am I now. Everybody is going on full-scale attack. And if I still can't score, then it's nothing. There's nothing I can do about it. Because to be fair, they haven't threatened my goal at all. They had one free kick and they went a goal up, and we can't score, so that's it. Game over. End of story. Yeah, I could do that, Andy. Yeah, that's a good thought. Noel Attam's playing as the ball, so I could play him as a libero on support. Get him up the field as well. In fact, I might actually put him up top and play with one centre-back. To be honest, Jack, I never have. I've never managed in Italy. I did one season, well, half a season with Juventus in that crazy save that I was talking about, the Notts County save. But I found that that was part of a save, so I couldn't win anyway. Wasn't allowed to win. So that was part of a save. And then luckily, at the end of that half season, Bayern Munich offered me a job. Like, why were these great teams offering me a job when everywhere I went was failing? The whole thing just didn't make sense. It was silly. And this is getting even sillier now. The players I've brought in are not bad players. They're not. And the game is just being silly. And I think this is a challenge. It's a top-level challenge. There's no way out of it in terms of tactics because we've tried them all. And I think the only way out of it is to leave. But I don't want to leave. This is supposed to be an Ipswich save. And I expect the game to play fair. Not to be a stupid arse. Which it's completely being. I think Bristol City are bottom of the league, aren't they? It's really annoying me now. I don't actually want to play it anymore. I might actually abandon it. I really don't want to play it anymore. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I don't want to play it. And SI can take this stupid challenge out as soon as they like, because it is totally stupid. Look at this. So I might postpone this for a while, because it's just going to drive me to absolute extremes of despair. There's no point in doing it if you're not enjoying it. And if it's going to do this to me, I'm not going to enjoy it. And the problem is there's too many similarities between this and what happened at Notts County. The patterns are too similar. So therefore, it is a type of challenge. Have I tried attacking? Everybody's on attack mode. I've even got the centre back as a libero on support. I can't get them further up the pitch if I tried. But it doesn't seem to matter. Look, I could do anything, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Everybody's on attack at the moment. I can't get Badger off. I don't have anybody else because my other centre-back got injured, didn't they? But we need to get rid of Winkler. Silva for Winkler. What am I doing? Do I want to make that move, actually? Arribas is okay. And Marin is the other dipstick. Yeah, see, I can't go. And why has he gone back to a Carolero? I told you to be a centre mid on attack. I can't go more attacking. I could put the DLP on support. I'm going to put Garosibal as a complete wing back. Could go a little bit more attacking. And we're on very attacking as well. They haven't caused any problem in the game. They had one free kick and that's it. And that's... We've created chance after chance after chance and can't score. And this is what this game is doing at the moment. And the fact that it is so very similar, even down to the job offers, it's a type of save. There are types of save, and this is a clear type because I've had it twice now. The problem for FM is that, or for SI, is that I would have only had it once, except they couldn't get FM26 out and I've had to go another year. So I've rolled through the type of saves that they've got and this one's come up again. It's just exactly the same. And the fact that it was 2.5 seasons before everything went wrong in both saves, it's just like... Come on, coincidence? It's not a coincidence. The fact that I'm getting job offers for Bayern Munich and Juventus and AC Milan and Newcastle and Manchester United, when that's exactly what happened in the Notts County save, coincidence? The fact that I am totally unable to play football, this team is totally unable to play football, coincidence? It's exactly the same. Well, I tried that against Liverpool as well, James. George, I tried it against Liverpool, but we got spanked. I thought we'd got to manage to get a point against Arsenal, but the game decided, nah, I was only winding you up. You weren't going to get a late winner. Arsenal got an even late winner. So the game is winding me up at every single turn. It's not even... I'm missing penalties. We just like... I don't know how many times we've hit the bar. It's just unbelievable. It is. It's having a good laugh. It's sitting in the corner and having a really good laugh. Fooled you. Ha ha ha. Just when you thought you were going to get a point. No, Arsenal are going to get an even later goal. Ha 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 ha. I mean, this is what it's doing. There's no need to do that either. It's like, see, we can't score. It's, just let them win 3-1. Why did you have to let me equalise in the 89th minute, only to have them... And in the game previously, it had given me hope. Oh, we've got a penalty, and then we missed it. Like, the game's just laughing. We can't even score with penalties. I'd be better off going out into the car park and finding 12-year-olds in the car park and putting shirts on them. It's a total waste of time, this. The game's doing whatever it wants. And I hate saves like this. When the game gets like this, I hate this. And it is way too similar to the very first save that I did. And if they had got their game out on time, it would have only happened to me once. But because we've had to go round again, the game's gone round again, and we've come across the same save twice. And that is pretty poor, actually, that they've resorted to having themes of saves. 2-0 now. Well, if we can't score goals, we will never win football matches. End of story. End of story. I still think my defence is not bad. But can I score a goal? Good God. Well, let's face it, they haven't had the ball. And we keep getting into these dangerous positions, and they haven't had the ball. He's offside, isn't he? No, he's not. But I don't want it, FM. I really don't want it. Really, really don't want it. The point is no good to me. I really don't want it, FM. If you're not going to let me win, I don't want the draws that you're going to give me either. I'll wait till Europe comes and then we'll have a win then. I'm not letting up on this attacking. I'm not settling for a point. I haven't been in it. I haven't seen one highlight. There's been one highlight and the disallowed goal. That's it. But if Solva Nursery School were in the Premier League, we'd lose to them as well. Oh, good God. When they can't they can't break me down despite the fact that one of my central defenders goes missing, that I've got two wing backs that go missing, I've got everybody else on an attack duty in their half of the field. They still can't break me down. But I can't break them down either. Unbelievable. I don't want that point. If it's another draw. I just feel like there's a bad taste in my mouth. If we have a look, they're all draws in the Premier League. Bristol City is a draw. Anything we've had in the Premier League, Chelsea was a draw. I have no idea why the game let me back into that. Norwich was a draw. The next game in the Premier League, Aston Villa was a 0-0 draw. Then we go to Leicester, was a 0-0 draw. I mean, we started off well. We had a win against Leeds. So first game, we did all right. And then everything's been a draw and or a defeat. And I'm getting sick and tired of it. And it's exactly the same. It means you've left me with just 2 centre-backs and one of them is Badgetic. Yeah, the game's sitting there having a ha-ha-ha, isn't it? I can register McKenna, though, can't I? So that's it. I don't know if I'm coming back because I am getting so sick and tired of this. I have no idea if I'll come back. I'll let you know in the community section. I am not going through that Notts County nonsense again. And this is exactly what it looks like. It's 2.5 seasons. Everything now has fallen apart. I got all those job offers, which is so similar to that save. The only fortunate bit about it is I didn't get out in this one, thinking that it wasn't the same. But it is. It's very much the same. And I don't know if I can actually go through it again. I don't know if I can actually go through it again. And I guess, FM, get your games out on time because your saves seem to do a cycle. If the game hadn't been delayed, I wouldn't have seen this again. It wouldn't have repeated. So get your games out on time. That's what I suggest. But this is awful, and I really do not feel like doing this again. There's no reason for it. There's no rhyme or reason. And our form in the how come we're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup? If we are this bad in the Premier League, how come we're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup? How come we have sailed through the group stage of the Conference League? How come? How come we've absolutely sailed through that? We only lost 1 game, and that was to HSV. That's it. It's insane. I don't know what's wrong. Some of the results we've had: 7-1. We beat Brighton 4-0 in the Carabao Cup. 3-0 in the Conference League against Brecon. Where's the next one? 4-1. 7-3 against Dinamo. 4-0 in the Carabao Cup against Leicester. 5-2. How come we can spank the goals in those games and I can't get a goal at all in the Premier League? This is just insane. And we've tried different tactics. We've tried everything. Tactical, we've tried formations, we've tried changing the tempo, we've tried changing the shape, we've tried changing the width, we've tried everything that can be thought of. We've gone into low blocks, we've had mid blocks, high blocks. Nothing fixes it. That's it. This is where we're at. I should have taken one of those jobs. But I didn't know it was a copy of the save that I'd been through before. I didn't know at the time. So there you go. Sorry to rant on, but this is really annoying me. It's really annoying me. And nobody should have to go and sit through this. And if I wasn't on YouTube, I'd have just discarded it because this is nonsense and I'd have started again. But unfortunately, I'm on YouTube and I stream and I've got to put up with it, I guess. So, sorry to be ranting away. I do sometimes. Somebody said, I think his name was Happy. Somebody said that I'm usually very, very calm. No, I'm not. Not all the time. Not when this nonsense happens. I'm not calm. Save the game, go on holidays. Let's see if Ipswich win then. Yeah, I mean, that is a way to win. And I've tested that, Andy, and I've done a video on that. When you get into bad spells, just go on holiday. And when you come back, everything's okay. I've tested that, and it works. But I can't do that with you guys. You just accused me of cheating. So, and I don't want to do that. But it does work. So if you ever yourselves are in a spot of bother, just go on holiday for about 3 to 4 weeks. And then when you come back, everything is okay. It's incredible how that happens. Is the save uploaded? Uploaded. You want to try it, Jamie? You want to really want to go through this? Do you want me, guys, to upload this file so that you can download it and try it? It will drive you insane. It will drive you insane. But I will do that if you guys want me to. I will upload it and you can download it and see what you can do. Oh, I got a win coming up. Oh, look, I've got the cup game against West Ham. That's a certain win. It's an absolute 100% guaranteed win. So we'll start the next episode really well. And then, we've only got one Premier League game. And then we're going to win against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup semi-final as well. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. So it might not be so bad in the next episode. Okay, so I'm going to go and stick my head in a bath of boiling hot water, I think. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and try and calm down. And this is infuriating. I really apologise, but when it gets to this point, I can't cope anymore. And I just don't want to do it anymore. So hopefully I might be back in a couple of days. If I'm not, it's because I stuck my head in a bath of boiling hot water. But I definitely will be back with the Sunderland save. I'm really concerned about the Sunderland save as well, because I haven't scored any goals in that all episode last time. The best I could do was a defeat and 2 0-0 draws. So that's fallen apart as well. When they were flying, and I don't understand that at all. But we just persevere with that and see what happens. That's it, guys. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming along and enjoying me suffering. I know some people, I mean, I do like it when other managers, I watch people stream and they're suffering. I know I shouldn't enjoy it, but I only enjoy it because I know I've been there so many times. But thanks for coming along and putting up with me. And for those of you following along with the Sunderland save, I'll be back tomorrow night. That one should be a lot calmer. And I'm hoping to get out of that. I'm hoping to score a goal with Sunderland tomorrow night. So take care, guys. Be safe, and hopefully see you very soon. Be safe. Bye bye.